Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's special documentary. Global warming is one of the most pressing issues of our time. Since the Industrial Revolution, human activities has released large amounts of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, causing the Earth's temperature to rise. This increase in temperature affects our planet in many ways. It changes weather patterns, melts glaciers, raise sea level, and threatens wildlife and the human life. If we don't act quickly to reduce the greenhouse gases emission, the consequences will be severe. Today, we will explore the impact of global warming on the environment through 4 different landscapes. 1. Polar regions. In the polar regions, global warming causes glaciers and ice caps to melt rapidly. This raises sea level and changes habitat for animals like polar bears and penguins. 2. Oceans and coastal line. Rising sea levels threaten the coastal cities and low-lying islands. Ocean acidification harms coral reefs and marine life. Warmer ocean temperatures also affect the fish migration patterns. Number 3. Forest and grassland. Global warming increases the frequency and the intensity of wildfire, threatening biodiversity. It also forces species to migrate and increase pests and diseases that harm forests. Number 4. Farmlands. Climate change affects crop growth, rainfall patterns, and temperatures, lead to the unstable food production. It also worsens the droughts and the soil degradation, changing sustainable agriculture. Today, we have invited experts and environmental organizations to discuss these issues. Through their insights, we hope to better understand the threats and changes posed by climate change to our planet.
Hi everyone, today I will talk about the impacts of global warming on polar region. So, as greenhouse gas emissions blanket the earth, they trap the sun's heat. This leads to global warming and climate change. The world is now warming faster than at any point in recorded history. Warmer temperatures over time are changing weather patterns and disrupting the usual balance of nature. This has also happened in the polar region. Climate change is amplified in the polar regions. The northern and southern reaches of the planet are warming faster than any area on Earth, with the Arctic Ocean and air temperatures rising twice as much as elsewhere. The Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets are both losing net mass to the ocean, mostly through increased melting from the atmosphere and the ocean. Scientists are increasingly alarmed at the changes these regions face and will continue to face due to climate change. Okay, next, we will talk about the impact of global warming on polar region. So the first one is glacier melting. In this situation, global warming leads to the rapid melting of polar glaciers and ice sheets, leading to sea level rise. And the second one is changes in biological habitats. The disappearance of glaciers and the reduction of sea ice have a huge impact on species that rely on ice and snow, such as polar bears and penguins. And the third one is climate change. The temperature rise in the polar regions accelerates, leading to frequent extreme weather events such as changes in the polar vortex. And actually, there are still many more impacts of global warming on the environment. And in this situation, we must be more aware of the condition of our Earth and try to do several things that can reduce global warming, such as walk, cycle, take public transport, eat more vegetables, and many more.
Oceans and coastline.
Hi everyone, my name is JIARUI and I'm from Group 5. My student number is A198519. Today I'd like to talk about the impact of global warming on the ocean and coastline. And first I want to talk about sea level rise. rising sea level due to melting glaciers and thermal expansions, thriving in coastal cities and low-lying islands. And second, I want to talk about ocean acidification. Increased greenhouse gases cause the ocean to absorb more carbon dioxide, causing acidification, which is harmful to growing river and marine life.
Acidification, or the evil twin of climate change. Did you know that the oceans have absorbed 25% of all of the carbon dioxide that we have emitted to the atmosphere? Now, this is just another great service provided by the oceans, since carbon dioxide is one of the greenhouse gases that's causing climate change. But as we keep pumping more and more and more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, more is dissolving into the oceans. And this is what's changing our ocean chemistry. When carbon dioxide dissolves in seawater, it undergoes a number of chemical reactions. Now, lucky for you, I don't have time to get into the details of the chemistry for today, but I'll tell you, as more carbon dioxide enters the ocean, the seawater pH goes down. And this basically means that there is an increase in ocean acidity. And this whole process is called ocean acidification, and it's happening alongside climate change.
And the last one is change in marine ecosystems. Warming sea temperature change where and how marine life lives and reproduce, like changing where fish migrate.
这些鱼类，包括鱼类生物呢，它就向冷水地方的迁移，实际上就向北迁移。这个平均大家可以看到，这100年来它迁移呢，大概将近20到100公里之间，就说海洋的生物向基地的移动呢，向冷水地的移，是一个明显的趋势。
These warm waters, acidic conditions, and increased pollution are straining the delicate symbiotic relationships between algae and their coral hosts. And many coral are just kicking their colorful roommates to the curb. Now, ejecting the algae leaves reefs looking rather blah and colorless. So the phenomenon is called coral bleaching. Bleaching leaves polyps without nutrients and susceptible to disease. And if it lasts long enough, the coral will die. Losing coral reefs would mean losing the most diverse ecosystems that our planet has.
So as we can see, global warming having a huge impact on the oceans. Understanding and responding to those changes is vital for humanity. Thank you guys for watching.
Hello everyone, I'm JINGYI. Today we will discuss the grassland and ecosystem that is often ignored but crucial. We will focus on the impact of global warming on forests and the grasslands. First of all, global warming has led to intensification of grassland drought. With the increase in temperature and the change of rainfall patterns, grassland areas face more frequent and severe droughts. This is not only threatens the survival of animals and the plants on the grassland, but also affect the human community that depends on the grassland for living. Secondly, the phenomenon of grassland degradation is becoming more and more obvious. Droughts and extreme weather events caused by climate change have reduced the vegetation coverage of grassland and made the soil barren, further exacerbating the problem of land degradation. In addition, the spread of invasive species has also become a serious problem. With the change of climate, highly adaptable invasive species are more likely to expand their distribution range, suppress native species, and destroy the balance of grassland ecosystems.
So the climate is changing faster than our efforts to address it.
The time to answer humankind's greatest challenge is now.
We have abundant evidence that we're changing our climate.
Climate change is one of the defining threats of our time.
Climate change is a defining issue of our age.
These problems remind us that grassland, like a forest, and an indispensable part of our Earth's ecosystem. Protecting them is not only to preserve the beauty of the Earth, but also to protect the future of mankind. Thank you for your attention. Let's work together for the future of the Earth. See you next time.
Hello, my name is Lin Caiqi.
As the global climate continues to change,
The environment of agricultural lands and grassland is facing unprecedented challenges. These changes are not only affecting agriculture productivity, but also have far-reaching implications for soil and water resources. First, let's look at change in agriculture productivity. Climate change affects crops' growing seasons, precipitation patterns, and temperatures, which together may lead to instability in food production. For example, higher temperatures accelerate the growth cycle of crops, and crops that mature early may not be able to adequately absorb sufficient nutrients, thus affecting yields. Climate change has a significant impact on soils. Rising temperatures lead to increased drought and desertification and reduced soil fertility. Drought reduces soil moisture and weakens soil structure, making it more vulnerable to wind and water erosion. The expansion of desertification deprives fertile farmland of productivity and aggravates land degradation, threatening sustainable agriculture development and increasing pressure on farmers to produce. In addition to soil degradation, water scarcity is a serious problem. Climate change has led to change in precipitation patterns and uneven disruption of water resources, posing great challenges to irrigated agriculture. Uneven disruption of water resources also lead to imbalances in agriculture development between regions, with some irrigation-dependent farming area having to reduce cultivated land or change their cropping structure due to water scarcity, affecting local food security.
When we face global warming, what can we do to deal with this? Today, I will connect forest ecologist Chen JINGYI to answer for us. Okay, I will answer the question. First, personal action. Save energy, use energy efficient application and limit hurting. Community and local government actions. Promote renewable energy. Support solar and wind energy. National and international actions. Regular emissions and promote clean energy. At the end, we can use corporate responsibility, green production, use eco-friendly methods to reduce emission. By this way, we can reduce the climate change and protect the environment. That's all my answer. I hope that through this documentary, everyone can pay attention to the environmental issue and protect our planet. Thank you.